Want to know how to build better products? Then you've come to the right place. I'm Kainaat, and today I'm going to talk to you about Scrum. Scrum is a framework that is based on the scientific method of empiricism. It is a framework that focuses on maximizing human potential and using principles of self-organization. It's popular with software development teams and is the go-to framework for managing unpredictability and solving complex problems. As of late, you would see that its adoption is spreading further than just software development into business operations as well. Scrum in action is defined by Ken Schwaber and Jeff Sutherland in their book, Software in 30 Days, takes you through Scrum from the planning to delivery. In this video, I'm going to talk you through the delivery piece of it. The Scrum framework consists of 3 roles, 5 ceremonies, and 3 artifacts. The 3 roles are product owner. Product owner owns the vision of the product roadmap, and the product backlog. It aligns and collaborates with the team to drive them to delivering the product vision. The second role is the Scrum Master. The Scrum Master is the guardian for the team. He is the one who guides them through their journey to mastery and becoming a high-performing team. The Scrum Master is mostly responsible for facilitating the Scrum events. In some cases, you could share the facilitation of the events, but primarily it's the Scrum Master who owns that. The Scrum Master also manages the sprint backlog. However, the ownership of the sprint backlog belongs to the team collectively. The Scrum Master is responsible for making sure that the sprint goes as planned and that any impediments that come in its way are removed. The Scrum Master also acts as the coach for the team to coach the team through its journey to high performance. The third role is the team. The team is the one who runs the sprint and develops the product increment and showcases it at the end of each sprint. The 5 ceremonies allow the team to collaborate and become self-organized. The first ceremony that occurs in the sprint is the sprint planning. The sprint planning is a ceremony facilitated by the Scrum Master and attended by the team. The team collectively sets the goal and commits to what they can deliver within the sprint. The second ceremony is the daily stand-up. The daily stand-up is where the team gets together every day for a short 15 minutes usually to highlight their progress and identify any impediments in their way to progress to the committed sprint goal. Third ceremony is the sprint itself. The sprint is the cadence of 2 weeks within which the team gets together to deliver the product increment. At the end of the 2 weeks, you have the ceremony, the sprint review. The sprint review is where the team presents their work or the working software that they've finished at the end of the sprint and present it to business owners or the product owner. The last ceremony that occurs is the sprint retrospective. The sprint retrospective is an inward-looking ceremony for the team itself to reflect on their own practice and how they're going on their journey to high performance. At the end of this ceremony, it is expected that a few backlog improvement items would be attached to the team so that there's an equal balance each sprint for self-improvement for the team as well as working towards delivering a product increment. Now let's look at the artifacts. There's 3 artifacts. The first artifact is the product backlog. The product backlog is owned by the product owner. The product backlog consists of features and epics that define what the product looks like and is prioritized on the basis of delivering to the product roadmap. The second artifact is the sprint backlog. Sprint backlog is collectively owned by the team and managed by the Scrum Master. The sprint backlog consists of product backlog items that the team is ready to deliver on. Second artifact is a sprint backlog. The sprint backlog is collectively owned by the team and consists of product backlog items that meet the definition of ready so that the team can start work on it immediately. Third item is the product increment itself. That is the working software that is produced at the end of each sprint. There's a lot of thought leadership in the industry on the Scrum framework, so reach out, look for it, and if you have any specific areas you'd like to ask me questions about, comment below on this video and I'll make sure I reach out to you. And before you go, hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell. So there you have it. That's Scrum for you. If you would like to know more about the planning side of delivering better products, then click on the video on my right hand side to know more about product management and how it helps you plan to effectively run Scrum. I'm Kainaat and I'll see you again on more topics around how to build better products.